Morning, Craig with Thirsty's Lawn Care. So we're getting closer to March. And what does March mean in my business? Well, March means that I send all my quotes out to all my regular lawn cutting customers. And I include all the services that I have provided for them in the past. And I've looked at all those prices and adjusted them if it needed be, and did the price increase if that's the circumstance. And then I divide all those by services into 6 months of payments, and then in the email it says, please let me know if you are interested in any other services, and I list the services, and then I asked them to confirm service. So last year and many years, you get a little bit nervous in the first week of May because you've set service to start May 1st, and the grass might be a little late that year by a week, and you're going around and nothing really needs to be cut, but you have got them figured out into a season price and you feel guilty that you need to show up, and it just seems a little bit of a waste. And I messaged another lawn care company last spring, and he communicated very clearly to me a very valuable lesson, that when you are quoting for your spring cleanup, that to include in the spring cleanup the first cut of the season, and to include that you will do the spring cleanup between, let's say in Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, between April 15th and let's say May 7th is when the spring cleanup will be finished. So that gives them a clear communication. And it could be even April 1st. Like last year I was doing spring cleanups April 1st, was the pandemic just hit as well. So that's a different story. But that could be what you put in when you put in the info about the spring cleanup. So every year I communicate even more when you're setting up service, and I try to communicate it very clearly and efficiently. It's not like I'm wasting their time or calling them or emailing them like 5-6 times. I'm trying to do it as quick as possible so that they can move on with their life. I want that to be very clear to you. And anyway, so that might take away a lot of the stress that I have in that first week of May when you're supposed to show up to cut 93 properties like I had last year, and it doesn't seem like the grass grew at all in some cases. Then that'll give me the opportunity to do some more spring services that week, because I already provided a grass cut in the spring cleanup, and that was the first cut of the season. So I hope that will take away some of the stress that caused me last spring. So yeah, I hope the most recent content has been helpful. I try to keep this short and sweet so that you get some good content, and then you can move on to your next video or move on to working on your office work, or if you're lucky enough you're already out there getting properties ready for the spring. But again, I'm on Instagram at Thirsty's Lawn Care, and if you're interested in following me there, I'd love to connect with you, and obviously connect in the comments and let me know what you do in those circumstances in the spring like I just outlined. I know that I run into those in the summer when I've quoted them for so many grass cuts, and I'm showing up no matter what. That's communicated to them in the first place that we're still showing up no matter what. It's not like because the grass didn't grow we won't be there. We're there, we're trimming. There's always weeds. We're blowing off decks where we can edge the property nicely. We can do other things included in that weekly service when the grass gets a little burnt. But we're still there. We're still maintaining the property. We're still delivering that quality of service. And I have the trust of the customers. They're not emailing me or calling me asking me why I'm showing up or when I'm showing up, because I'm very consistent every week and everything's communicated when you set up service. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will drop a fun video clip right here in the end, and I hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one. Stay safe. Take care.
Yeah, when the season starts. Right now I sit around pretending that I'm busy.
How do you pull that off?
I always look annoyed. Yeah, when you look annoyed all the time, people think that you're busy. Think about it.
Yeah, you do. He looks busy.
Come in. George, word has it you've been cracking under the pressure. Can't cope, can't stand the heat. Spit the bit.
Mr. Steinbrenner, I could explain.
Oh, we all get a little cuckoo sometimes, George. I used to be like you, raiding personnel till they cried, calling managers on the field during a game, threatening to move the team to New Jersey just to upset people. And then I found a way to relax. I've got 2 words to say to you, George. Hot tub.